So during an interview with Gayle King, Megan Thee Stallion talked about the trauma she endured in her 2020 shooting that involved Tory Lanez. Unfortunately, we don't have the clip due to clearance purposes, but it was the first time Megan addressed the alleged shooting on television. Megan said, "All I hear is this man screaming. He said, 'Dance, B,' and BITCH, and he started shooting." I'm like, okay, oh my God, he shot a couple of times. She continued with, "I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he could shoot something that's super important. I don't know if he could shoot and kill me." Megan also denied having a sexual relationship with Lanez. Ladies, did y'all see the interview? One, and what are your thoughts on Megan finally sharing her side of the story? Selena, let's start with you. I want to hear what you have to say about this.
I did see the interview, and I thought it was old because the story has been, was so old. So I thought that the interview was old. I thought I was catching up on something, but to learn that it was new was quite interesting. It took so long for her to come out in this type of setting to speak about it. But I just find it awful. I just find it despicable that someone thinks it's funny to shoot at your feet and then say "dance," BITCH. Like, why did I spell that out? Like, we said all the time. Why did I just do that? That was crazy.
Girl, we trying to be on mainstream TV. That's okay.
What just happened where I just spelled that shit out? Was it my jacket that I just felt like I need to spell?
How about you spelled out BITCH, but you just said shit?
But then said shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, just totally backwards. But yeah, I was surprised that she came out to Gayle in this type of setting so late in the game. I guess I have more questions than I'm right along with the public. Why do you guys think that it took so long? I really don't know. But I did feel upset and enraged all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, there was some type of gag order in place. Perhaps,
okay, maybe that's probably what it was.
And then second of all, I find it confusing, and I'm glad that they're actually going to court to be able to hear both sides of the story, because it is definitely that. It's two sides to the story, Like she said, she definitely got something happened because she had fragments of bullets in her leg, in her Achilles. So something happened for sure. Now, another thing to me that was, since I did see that clip in that interview of Gayle King, with Megan Thee Stallion, she did deny having a sexual relationship with him. But did he not, and you could tell me, did he say that he was having a relationship with both her and the best friend? And that was the reason why Megan was mad. And from what I don't know if she was mad or not, because I didn't really follow the story like that. But that made me feel like, well, if she was mad, why would she be mad? And then why would you be mad even if your best friend is sleeping with him? Because that ain't you, and that's her. PUSSY, you know what I mean? So I understand that. Is he able to travel now or no? He's not even able to make any money yet, or he able to move around? Do we know that?
What says gun? What happened where they got to have a gun pull out?
Vivica, what do you think about this?
Well, Gayle King strikes again, darling. Gayle be getting them interviews. Folks will chat with Gayle. I mean, that's what I find surprising more than anything else. I personally think that Megan made a mistake talking. If this is going to trial, the first thing they have to remember is whatever you say and do can be used against you. So, we as women have to realize we need to practice patience sometimes and, take the emotional aspect out of things, especially if you are trying to prove a case and prosecute a case. So I don't know who advised her to speak before the trial happens. I don't think it was a smart idea. I really don't. I'm not saying that I don't feel her pain, that she didn't experience some kind of trauma, but I really think that her people should have advised her until this is settled, and then you can tell your side. That's when you talk.
I agree. I think during a pending, a trial, a case that's in progress, it is a mistake to kind of show your cards. But I also kind of feel for her because she's been getting dragged. Like, she's the one that shot somebody. They treat her like she's on trial. She's not. He's on trial, not her.
But that is just public opinion.
Yeah.
Which, until the facts are stated and they come out, she should have kept everything that she possibly can in her file cabinet, that if he committed a crime against her, that they can prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law. Now lawyers can take things and twist and turns, because I've already seen a couple of things, people like, well, that wasn't a story. We heard it first, and this, that, and the third. So, I just wish she had a little bit more patience. You can definitely tell that the young lady experienced some trauma, and it was at the hands of Tory Lanez or whoever Lanez,
switching lanes, right.
Switching lanes, switching
Okay.
stories, yeah.
I'm just disturbed at how this woman is being treated as she's the one that actually is the one that's on trial. Like from the beginning, people seem to not want to believe a Black woman when it comes to, like, if it's a Black woman against a Black man, it's always like us too. Other women, oh, she lying. She did this. Somebody shot Megan in the feet. She did not shoot herself. And I feel like we make all kinds of excuses for why, and well, this was off and this the friend and all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, she was shot, whether it bounced off the ground and ricocheted or went directly into her foot. She is the victim here, and she is being treated like trash because some people don't like her. And I think that is so FUCKED up. That it's a spelling bee tonight, right? We spelling.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's messed up the way, like, I read the comments and it's like she's the one on trial. And it's Tory Lanez. I'm older. Am I missing something? Is Tory Lanez this upstanding citizen where we're like, no, it couldn't be? And we make
That's another thing too. His track record, kind of speaks for itself. So, it's frustrating. And like I said, I don't know who advised her to do this interview at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's ran out of patience and is frustrated and wants to tell her side. But I would advise her in the future from doing another interview until.
I have a question though, and has anyone said, or that you guys can think of, has anyone talked about why he had a gun? Like I'm
right there.
Like I'm actually do want to know that. Like, why did you pull out a gun?
Does not have a gun nowadays. I mean, Trump made sure of that.
Yeah,
right, but why you use it in that instance? Like, what made you pull out?
You're at a house party supposedly with your friends? But that just goes to show you guys the state of the world today, that here you can be thinking you hanging with your homies and friends and going to a pool party. I mean, do y'all not recall this young lady with a helicopter thing, like pointing down on her, and she was in a bikini?
Yeah.
Shot in her foot. I mean, this incident was crazy, in my honest opinion, that y'all went to a pool party, y'all riding away, and all of a sudden you end up getting shot in your foot as you still got on a bikini.
It's
so
crazy.
Yeah.
The interesting part about it, like, do you see the part of the interview where she said that they got messages, they got confirmed text messages. Gayle King was able to get the messages where Meg's former best friend, who's not her friend anymore, sent a text to Megan's security saying, "Oh my God, come help her. Tory just shot her."
Right, because she did say that it was a normal argument that they were all having, and that it turned into and it escalated into something that caused her to get out of the car and have the helicopter, find her, and blood and shatteredness and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, she had her hands up. The police had a spotlight on her. I mean, I can totally tell, understand why she was traumatized from this. But, baby, this is a lesson to all of us. Watch the company you keep.
Yeah, he had to be high. I'm just gonna say that. Ain't no way you pulling out no gun talking about some dance. That's a fool.
Yeah, but you know what though? But she did say this. She said they had been hanging out. She hadn't experienced none of that at first. You know what I mean?
Bonded over their mothers. I think both their moms died or something. But then they bond over that.
Yeah, right, exactly. So Selena, when drugs is involved, then all kind of stuff can take place that you didn't know was gonna take place at first. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure she knew that she wouldn't have gotten in the car with him at all.
It was either Tory or her best friend, Kelsey. And supposedly Tory did say, "I give y'all $1 million if you don't tell." And they said rumors were circulating that Megan was jealous that Tory Lanez was flirting with Kylie at the pool party and got jealous. But that's all alleged. But I'm sorry, I don't care. You still do not deserve to get shot in the foot. I understand Tory Lanez is a little tiny, bite-sized, pocket-sized man with very struggly hair. So he's probably defensive and got that Napoleon complex. Oh, you disrespecting me? And Megan's 6 foot tall and a stallion-esque. Look
Which
at
is
him.
also interesting because, and I'll just say this one last thing, but the fact that how did they argue about the Kylie thing doesn't set well with me because she just already said that they were not in a sexual relationship. I'm not arguing with no man about flirting with no girl at no party before if we ain't really doing nothing. I'm not getting ready to say nothing. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, he on that. So then you really ain't getting none. You know what I'm saying?
What was the argument about?
Exactly. It couldn't have been about no Kylie. I doubt
you can't
that.
play with me with no gun. Like you
Agreed.
can't play
right
at all.
You know, I hope we get to the bottom of this because the social media private investigators are so annoying with everything. You know, everyone's a prosecutor, a forensics expert, and it's just like
they're gonna find out down to the internet. You better believe it.
all right.
The internet is undefeated. So